Hey, let's talk about a story that keeps popping up online and stirs up a ton of debate claims about everyday products supposedly using material from aborted fetuses. So, I'm looking at an article from Dr. Richard M. Swire published back in 2019. He breaks down a list from two groups, Human Life International and the Sound Choice Pharmaceutical Institute. Their basic claim: certain food, cosmetics, and medicines are somehow connected to the use of aborted fetal material. Sounds intense, right? Let's get into the specifics. First, food and drinks. Contrary to some wild rumors, no, there's no actual fetal tissue in your snacks or sodas. What the list says is that some flavor enhancers have been developed or tested using fetal cell lines in the lab, basically cells that originally came from an abortion decades ago and have been multiplied since then. But these aren't in the food itself, and the article doesn't point to any specific brand using fetal material directly. Next up, cosmetics. Here's where things get a little more complicated. Some companies, especially those making skin regeneration products, have reportedly used ingredients developed from fetal cell lines. One example mentioned is something called processed skin proteins, which is based on a cell line from an aborted fetus. Again, the end product isn't literally made of fetal parts, but it raises ethical questions for some people about how these products are developed. Now, vaccines and medicines. This is probably the hottest part of the debate. The list points out over 20 vaccines and medical products that have used fetal cell lines in their development or production. These cell lines, like the ones used in cosmetics, go back decades and have been grown in labs over and over, not freshly sourced. Some groups offer alternative vaccines that don't use these cell lines for folks who want options. Zooming out, this article ties these claims to bigger debates: abortion, climate change, population control, and even eugenics. There are references to undercover videos and allegations about organizations like Planned Parenthood. The main audience for this story seems to be people who want to make ethical choices and are worried about what's in the products they use. And the public reaction? All over the map. Some people express moral outrage, seeing this as a sign of cultural decline or even biblical prophecy. Others want more proof, more science, and updated lists. A few take it even further, connecting the dots to conspiracy theories about big pharma and shadowy organizations. Here's what I take away from all this. The claims are controversial, and especially when it comes to food and drink, there's no direct evidence of fetal material in what we're buying. The issue is way more complicated than a headline or a meme can explain. So if you care about this topic, do your own research, check multiple sources, ask questions. The truth is rarely as simple or as shocking as it first appears. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the conversation honest and curious.